St. Kitts and Nevis is currently one of 7 island countries participating in the sub-regional project Preventing Costs of Invasive Alien Species in Barbados and the OECS countries. What is this word alien? It's certainly not men coming out of space, but it just refers to the fact that we are talking about the impacts of plants and animal species that have come from elsewhere. Sometimes our own native species can become invasive, usually based on what we do as human beings. The project is implemented by the United Nations Environment Programme, funded by the Global Environment Facility, and executed by the Center for Agriculture and Bioscience International, called CABI. Other participating countries are Antigua and Barbuda, Barbados, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Grenada, and Dominica. All 7 countries will be working to better protect our airports and seaports from invasive species entering our borders, doing marine risk assessments to investigate the impacts of invasive species on our oceans, and creating a mobile app that can help us better manage the invasive species on our islands. 3 countries, St. Kitts and Nevis, Antigua and Barbuda, and Barbados, are also conducting pilot project studies on invasive species deemed most problematic. St. Kitts and Nevis shows the African green fur-vet monkey. The monkeys are well known for impacting the agricultural sector, and we are continuing to study that issue. But we are also working hard to better understand the monkey's impact on our local biodiversity, the tourism sector, and local households.
The African green monkey was picked as the invasive species of focus for the Invasive Species Initiative due to hundreds of years of reports of the animal's negative impact to our agricultural economy. So from the 1600s until 2005, St. Kitts was dominated by sugar production, and the monkeys have always been consuming sugarcane. So we've always had an idea that these animals had a negative impact to our agricultural economy. I'm Dr. Carrie M. Dorr. I'm an anthropologist interested in human-animal conflict. Here in St. Kitts and Nevis, I'm the National Coordinator for the Invasive Alien Species Initiative, which is focused on the prevention management of invasive species throughout the Federation. Some of the key information that we're seeking to obtain has to do with invasive species impact to biodiversity. So a major initiative of the IAS project for the next few years is to better document the way the animals are impacting the broader ecology of the island. Because the Invasive Species Initiative is aware that the animals can negatively impact many aspects of our economy, for St. Kitts and Nevis, they chose agriculture because they knew that we had a long history of agricultural crop predation from our green monkeys.
They have been with us here in the Federation some 400 years. Around 1600, the French colonists, when they came to St. Kitts, it is reported they brought monkeys as pets. They populated themselves, not having any natural enemies. And over the years, they continued to feed on the natural flora and fauna.
We know that this impact that monkeys are having to agriculture is incredibly important, not only for us being self-sustainable and food secure. We also recognize that calling attention to the monkey issue and directing efforts to manage the monkey issue will hopefully encourage younger generations of people to go into farming as a profession and continue to move us towards food security.
My name is Dennis Gillard. I am a farmer.
Okay, my name is Robin Alert. I'm a farmer.
My name is Fayola Bradshaw, and this is my worker, Cheryl Cranston.
My biggest challenge is first the monkey problem.
My experience with monkeys has been very terrible. I have a lot of problems with monkeys.
When we expect a lot of produce from the farmers to come in to us as vendors to buy, we don't have that amount of produce from the farmers.
Government has taken a lot of steps. For example, we had a monkey summit. The intention of this summit is to really try and understand as much as you can about their behavior, about their habitats, their range, the things that they're accustomed to, the things that will scare them, and how they impact us.
Another really important question about the monkey's impact on biodiversity is their impact on birds. We know, for example, that we at one point had a native finch, the St. Kitts bullfinch, which has now gone extinct. And it's rumored that the monkeys were critical in the extirpation of the species. We're at the start of the Liamiga Trail. We have placed 31 trail cameras along the hike every 100 meters. And what we're doing is we're trying to assess the rates at which monkeys will prey on nests if they come across them. So at every 100-meter mark, we have a fake nest set up with real quail eggs and a trail camera to record any animals that come in contact with the eggs. So we placed them 2 weeks ago, and now we're going to collect them and take them all down. It's important for us to understand over a year the extent to which monkeys' diet consists of endemic species or invasive species, as well as how that consumption impacts seed dispersal. Are the animals consuming key plants but actually helping to disperse those plants? Or alternatively, are they consuming invasive plants and helping to spread invasive plants, which will negatively impact our biodiversity?
We need to get the population down, or we're gonna starve. We're gonna starve big time if we doesn't get the population down.
I think they need more people to be catching the monkeys.
People really never used to see monkeys unless it was in the pot as food. And now, since 2005, people are seeing monkeys in town, in their backyard, right, running across the road, hit by cars. And I'm really interested in understanding how this increased interface influences people's perception of these animals. And through extensive interviews with farmers and local community members, I've learned that the monkeys have suddenly become more human-like. People recognize that they menstruate, that they hold their babies like human mothers do. And what I found is that fewer people are now eating monkeys, and many more people are recognizing that they also need to eat, that they're trying to meet their basic needs as well. And I think that that has really helped shape this project and helped us understand that when we're creating a management strategy, we need to be considering both the animals' ecological impact, their agricultural impact, but also the fact that they're part of the country, part of our culture, and respecting them as well.